What if I told you the most beautiful Aston Martin ever built wasn't the DB5, but the one that came right before it? What's up, everyone? Subscribe my channel. Today, we're stepping into a world where timeless craftsmanship meets pure British elegance, where engineering precision blends with a level of artistry that modern machines can only dream of. I'm talking about one of the most distinguished, most captivating, and most historically significant grand tours ever built, the 1963 Aston Martin DB4. If you've ever wondered what automotive royalty looks like, buckle up, because this car is not just metal and leather, it's a legacy sculpted into motion. Imagine this. It's the early 1960s. The world is obsessed with innovation, luxury, and speed. And while manufacturers everywhere were pushing boundaries, Aston Martin decided to create something that didn't just push boundaries, it redefined them. The DB4 wasn't just a car, it was a statement of wealth, power, and exquisite taste. Owning a DB4 in 1963 wasn't just about transportation, it meant you carried influence, class, and a certain quiet confidence, kind of grinding by no perfect, crassed, cabe, rigid, every speech like a piece of art. The DB4 radiates an aura that only a select few machines have ever achieved. This is the type of car that doesn't simply roll up, it arrives. And when it arrives, everything around it stops. People stare. Conversations pause. Hearts skip beats, because the DB4 has presence. A presence carved from skill, passion, and a relentless pursuit of perfection. One look at the exterior and you immediately understand why this car has captivated collectors for generations. Designed by the legendary Italian coach builder Carrozzeria Touring using the innovative Superleggera construction method, the DB4 wears its proportions like a bespoke suit tailored by the world's finest hands. Long hood, commanding stance, smooth flowing sides, and that unmistakable Aston Martin grille, it's a sculpture in motion. Under the sunlight, it doesn't just shine, it glows, as though the metal itself remembers every mile of heritage it carries. Slide into the interior and you'll be wrapped in a world of old-school luxury. Real wood trim polished to a deep sheen, flawless hand-stitched leather, and a dash layout so clean and elegant it makes modern screens and buttons feel almost cluttered. The driving position is pure grand touring perfection, low, poised, ready for adventure. Every material is authentic. Every detail has purpose. Nothing is fake. Nothing is excessive. It's luxury refined to its purest form. But let's talk about performance, because the DB4 wasn't just designed to look good. Under that long sculpted hood sits a 3.7-liter inline-six engine, hand-built and engineered for smooth, effortless power. With over 240 horsepower depending on the variant, the DB4 was a true performer of its era, capable of reaching 0-60 miles per hour in around 9 seconds, which for a grand tour in 1963 was outstanding. It wasn't built for drag racing. It was built for high-speed travel across continents, to cruise from London to Monaco, from Paris to Rome, from the countryside to the coast, all with elegance and authority. And the sound of a DB4 engine is something you cannot replicate. It starts with a confident growl, settles into a refined purr, and rises into a smooth, distinctive roar when you push it. It's mechanical music. The kind of sound you feel in your chest, the kind that brings emotion into every drive. It's something digital cars today simply can't imitate, no matter how advanced they become. Driving the DB4 feels like stepping back in time, but without sacrificing performance. The steering is communicative, the chassis beautifully balanced, and the entire car feels alive in your hands. It's not automated, it's not filtered. It's real driving, pure analog mechanical perfection. It demands respect, and when you give it that respect, it rewards you with an experience worth more than any modern supercar's horsepower numbers. And let's talk value, because this machine isn't just a car, it's an investment masterpiece. Today, a well-preserved or professionally restored DB4 can command hundreds of thousands, even millions, depending on rarity and condition. Collectors around the world treasure these machines because they know the truth. Aston Martin didn't just build cars, they built icons. And the DB4 is one of their greatest achievements. There's also the emotional side, the nostalgia, the cinematic aura, the feeling that this is the kind of car James Bond would step into before a mission. Before the DB5 gained worldwide fame in the movies, the DB4 laid the foundation for Aston Martin's legendary reputation. Without the DB4, the DB5 would not exist. Without the DB4, the world wouldn't have the benchmark of British automotive luxury that we still admire today. So when you stand next to a 1963 Aston Martin DB4, you're not just looking at classic beauty. You're looking at a turning point in automotive history, a car that influenced generations, inspired dreams, and proved that engineering could be art. This is the type of car that reminds us why we fall in love with automobiles in the first place. The shape, the sound, the craftsmanship, the presence, the soul. And that's why the DB4 continues to reign as one of the most desirable classic Grand Tours ever made. It's more than rare. It's more than beautiful. It's more than expensive. It's an experience, a feeling, a legacy you can touch, hear, and drive. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the greatest classics ever built, make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel for more legendary machines and luxury automotive history. Trust me, we're just getting started.